Does this ever make you mad when you're like watching one of those shows on one of the science networks where you see all those zebras drinking together and like a lion jumps in and hits one of the zebras and the other ones run away and then they'll see that like their friend is getting eaten so they'll think, well, it's safe now, and they all go back and start drinking. Just because their friend's getting eaten.
Yeah, they have no memory whatsoever. They will block that.
It's happening in front of them.
It doesn't matter. As soon as that lion's full, they are back to their routine. It is back to business as usual. But they're horrible friends, zebras.
No, one antelope could come up with the fact hey, there's 200 of us. And if we all put our heads down and bum rush this lion, we'll get him. Yes, he's going to kill a couple of us. But that'll be it. The word will be out around the jungle. You F with the antelopes, and you're going to end up taking a horn for it.
They have no planning skills whatsoever. That panic gene will kick in, and that is the only instinct that they run on.
Have the scientists tried to work with them somehow?
To train them to attack?
Yeah. No, you don't have to attack, just defend. And literally, get into some kind of a formation. I wouldn't mind seeing some kind of one of those Civil War things where half of them are down and the other half are up, and then the back row goes down and the front row goes up.
As they're just using their horns. Yeah. It could work. It could definitely work. But are the animals capable of it?
Yes, why not? They have horns. What could they be capable of?
The organization skills.
That's where we help them, Fez. Obviously, God somehow left them defenseless, but we have science.
As much as we could help them, would they be able to learn it? Could they take it in?
I'm going to check with Roy. Roy, what do you think? You judge this one.
I think they definitely can learn it because, you see them fight each other when they're trying to fight over a girl.
All right, good point.
They're beating the crap out of each other, and they definitely can learn.
Yeah, they don't act like they don't want to fight, Fez, because they do want to fight if they think there's some punani on the line.
They need to think of the lion as a girl antelope.
Or a cantaloupe that they want to open.
Nice. That they're just starving for.
And there's a cantaloupe part antelope. No one ever brings that up. And that's why I have problems eating them.
I think the inside, that orangey part.
Yeah, I think
it's part antelope.
It's an antelope muffin. That's why I get very...
Oh!
I scrape all that stuff out, and I go, I'm not eating that. That's internal organs. Now, you're saying that we can't teach these animals to do things.
No. They have been doing it this way, being victims all their lives. They're not going to change.
This is what I'm pointing out. It doesn't work anymore. It's not working for the antelopes. They've got to change their ways.
Right, other than rabies. Let's say you take rabies out of the equation.
And I don't want to, but I will for a moment.
Like the antelopes, how they're always getting chased down by lions or other predators, cougars, bobcats, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Has an antelope ever, or an animal like that, a victim animal, ever gone postal?
Here's what will happen. If you back them up against a wall, yes, then they will fight. And I don't care if it's a worm. You get a worm backed in a corner, and that worm will try to fight its way out of it.
It'll wiggle every which way to try to get away.
It'll bite. Literally, a worm will bite.
A worm will bite?
Yeah, you never went fishing and got that little sting from a worm?
No.
Yeah. The worm will bite you. They got teeth? Yeah, not as big as they should have, but yes, they do have teeth. But
I didn't expect that full human mouth on them.
A lot of these more of what I call puss animals, if there's a chance they can run, they will run.
But running's always going to be their first option. Not going to be turn, organize, and defend.
Yeah, what I'd like to do is get a wall situation up, let these antelopes know you're not going any farther, and then I don't know how you would get it across to them of the thing of numbers. There's a lot of you. Defend.
You have a herd. There's one cheetah out there who's going to eat you. And you could start actually playing catch with them.
Roy has a question for us.
What if you dressed up a lion, like you just, a lion was sleeping, dressed him up like an antelope, and then sent him into the other antelopes? So this way the antelope will fight another antelope, and then all of a sudden once they realize, hey, I fought a lion and I can beat him.
Right, what we got to do is make them realize they can win. And if an antelope suit, I don't know who's going to put it on a sleeping animal. I'm saying now maybe we put a dart in his ass.
Sure.
Dress him up. And I don't know where we can get an antelope. So maybe if we call the Disney people, Lucasfilm, somebody can come up with a decent antelope suit. But once they kill that out of their antelope, and then we run out there and pull off the antelope head and
unmask it.
Yeah, they see the lion, and we scream, look what you're capable of.
it would help morale like 100%. It would just boost their morale completely.
Okay, you know me, devil's advocate, and I'm all in favor of giving an antelope confidence. One win, I think, is enough.
I don't know if you are, but go ahead.
Let's say you put the antelope suit on the lion.
Right.
You know, it's got the horns and everything. Then all of a sudden the antelope see it, realize, wait a minute, that is a lion, and oh my gosh, now they've got horns too? You might go back, you might take them back even further in the victim realm.
Wouldn't it be farther? But here's the thing, Fez. You just told us they have no memory. And now you're turning around and screaming that they're going to understand that it's possible for lions to evolve.
If they get a whiff of lion smell and realize that's a lion, and then see horns,
right? Yeah,
that could actually be more of a setback than progress.
All right, you're going to say smell. Obviously, if we're going to dress them up, we're going to hit them with some kind of antelope spray. But here's the thing. Here's what sometimes, Fezzi, I'm going to tell you right now, I can't stand about you. You're not playing devil's advocate. You're being a naysayer. And you do this over a lot of different subjects, and you're doing about antelopes.
All right, here's something on the positive side. I think of a way we could train.
Finally, well, hold on. Grab some granite and a chisel, and I want you to chisel this in stone. Go ahead, Fez.
Please. I think if you put up those electric fences, those shock fences that the animals can't see, and they try to run away, they see the lion in the open field. And their first instinct's going to be to run away. But if they got those shock collars on and they can't run away in the open field experience, then I think that's going to teach them to turn around and fight.
So shock collars.
Yeah, and those invisible fences.
And anytime they run, they're shocked.
Yeah, when they try to get away, then they're shocked. Then they're basically shocked in where they have to fight the lion.
All right, again, Fez, you're being negative. Why does it always have to be negative reinforcement? What if we go in another direction and we take a drill and somehow embed that into their heads like where their horns are? And then they not only have horns, but it's a drill up there where they know they can do some damage.
Drilling their head is positive?
Yes, if it's the drill is heading out. You're not just drilling into their head, but you're going to replace their horns with a drill.
A working drill, not just a drill bit.
Yes, a working drill. Why would anybody take all the time to just put a drill bit in there and then hope that the antelope turns?
Because then you could just put in a sword.
No.
If you're just going to put something sharp in their heads as an extra horn, then the lion's going to freak out. I think that's the way to go. Start playing on the lion spheres as well.
What if you put hunters on the back of the antelopes as they're running around, and as the lions are charging at them, and the hunters start picking them off, and all of a sudden the antelopes start feeling like, wow, these guys on my back, you know, I'm powerful. They can't stop me. These lions can't attack me.
How skinny are these hunters? And we can't.
How can anyone ride on an antelope?
Get jockeys.
I'm not going to pay jockeys to sit there and do the antelope's job for them. What I'm trying to say is the antelopes can do this on their own. They don't need jockeys.
The way you do it is you get the oldest, sickliest, on their last leg lions you can find. Let the antelope start butting them around with their drills and horns.
All right, now they have to say drills. It's stupider than ever. But I don't know if I want to do the drills now.
Their swords and horns. And then they start picking up some little wins here and there, you know, like a boxer. You know, maybe you're not going right after Lennox Lewis in your first fight. You're working your way up.
A couple guys that are going to lay down for him.
Yeah, you do it. You're throwing them out some jobbers. Some lions that are just going to count the lights, man.
Why do you have to say man like this? Like suddenly it's a beatnik club. You know,
the way you do it.
Yeah, but you don't have to drop the man thing down. We're talking science.
You're going to build up their confidence that way.
You're tearing down mine.
How could I tear down your science and your confidence?
866-277-4969. Howard knows a little bit about this. Howard, you're on Ron and Fez.
Howard. Hey, Ron and Fez. How you doing?
We're okay, buddy.
Hey, listen, we need to take another look at this. Actually, the lion is the Kevorkian of the animal kingdom.
Right.
So these guys, they go back and drinking their water because they got rid of the old dead weight in the herd.
All right, so you're saying that a lion only kills the antelopes that the other antelopes never cared much for.
Yeah, the
I can't believe that.
The slow and the stick.
I can't believe that occasionally a fast, healthy, and I'll say somewhat popular antelope doesn't get caught by the ass.
But I'm
Because
sure
that's what's going to happen.
And you know what? If I'm a lion, the last thing I want to eat is a sick antelope. I want to eat a healthy one.
I know. You get some fresh antelope meat, and all of a sudden it tastes a little bitter.
And you say to the other lion, come here and smell this.
I'm
Tell
telling
me, is
you.
it turned?
Is this still good?
I'm telling you, they're the Kevorkian of the animal kingdom. Assisted suicide.
I'll tell you, if it was up to me, I'd kill every lion out there. Just from watching the Discovery Channel. I can't stand them. All right, see you later, man.
They got a lot of attitude, those lions.
I hate them. They're bullies. And they literally, you never see them, trying to attack something that could beat them. And that's what drives me nuts. 866-277-4969. Here's Steve. Steve, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey guys.
Hey,
I just say, hypnotize the antelopes, make them think they're lions, and that way they will turn back and fight.
All right, you will hypnotize the antelope into thinking they're a lion.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Then they'll either try to fight the lion or mate with it.
Yeah, you're not going to hypnotize an antelope. How?
You're not going to get them to watch a watch. They're not going to follow it back and forth.
I'm telling you the truth, I don't even know if I can stand antelopes anymore. Because you
there's
can't work with
attitude.
Yeah, and a lot of times I think of them almost as the Iraqi general public, as they're just waiting for somebody else to come along and pick them off one by one. They're never happy, and yet they're never willing to deal with it themselves.
They don't realize what they have.
Right.
As they sit there in a herd, in those huge numbers. They don't realize if they got together what they could accomplish.
Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez, how are you? Hey, I've seen on Discovery the hyenas, how they play those lions. What they do is the lions start eating, and then a pack of 20 come up. And if you can isolate a lion, these hyenas will rip them apart. And I've seen it time and time again. I think numbers is important, especially with even the lower class like hyenas.
You take the hyenas, and if they had a decent back, some strong haunches, they would be running the whole effing deal.
Because they are one nasty beast.
They're nasty, they're smart, they got it together, 100%.
And they move in packs. They fight in packs like the antelope should.
Like literally a decent motorcycle club, where a hyena will be like a member of a motorcycle club where I don't care how this fight started. One of my guys is involved, therefore I'm involved.
So I'm there for you. I got your back. I got your weak hyena back.
Yeah. What I'd like to do is jack up the back of a hyena with a sissy bar.
Yeah, because it is low to the ground.
Yeah. It's low and it's very weak, unfortunately for everybody.
They get smaller from the front to the back.
Yeah.
By the time you get to the ass, it's just like a little tiny thing.
It's almost sickly looking, like they've got nothing, like they almost should be in a wheelchair or sidecar.
If you put wheels on the back of a hyena, let them move around a little faster.
All right, here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
You know how deers freeze up in the headlights?
Yeah.
Well, you put headlights on the lions so that the antelope will freeze as they're coming at them, and then they'll just realize they got no place to run, so they got to fight.
It seems to me, though, you're trying to make it easier on the lions by giving them headlights.
The one thing the lion has, the one thing the antelope has against the lion is that it has some speed, and if it can run away and get away, that's its one chance. You give a lion headlights.
We're trying to cut that out of the equation so they stop running.
Yeah, but they're just going to stand there like a deer does. You could kill a deer easily in headlights.
All right.
They're either going to freeze and get killed instantly, or they're going to take off running, and that lion's going to be able to follow their path with its headlights through the woods. It's going to be able to keep an eye on the antelope.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what about, all right, you're talking about putting the lion in the antelope suit. What about putting 100 guys in the antelope suit? Let them attack the lion. Then the antelopes learn from that.
All right, that's very interesting.
So you make lions afraid of antelopes.
Well, no, not so much that, but you're teaching the antelope.
Right, you show them.
You're showing them. And, the 100 is they always say is the perfect number. Like the 100th monkey. theory that goes around, and I don't know whether it's even true or not, but you hear it at every New Age reading that you'll ever go to. But if antelopes, especially the young ones, are looking over going, there's 100 antelopes
That's right, you
who
teach them when they're
stopped
young.
taking S. And look how an antelope acts. They just all bum rushed them. And obviously, we're going to lose some stuntmen in this.
Sure.
But in the meantime, we change the course of nature. So we change God's will.
Yeah, you get them to sign a release.
Oh, they're going to, the money's right, the money's right. No, but don't legally.
I like
Mike,
this
everything's
idea.
taken care of. I don't want you to worry about the legal matters.
All right.
You came up with a decent thing to do here.
Okay.
It's antelope see, antelope do.
Right. All right, guys.
All right, see you later.
I like that one. Because the antelope are then going to realize we're no different from those antelope, except that they talk.
And walk upright. And have guns.
And go home in cars. But other than that, they're going to see other antelope and how it can be done.
The important thing is it can be done. We all agree on that, right?
I'm in now. I am in. I am sold.
And we agree that we need to change God's will. That's the whole point of being a human being, is that you change nature to suit yourself.
Well, what else were we given this world for unless to do experiments with it?
It's almost as if God gave us a big thing of clay and wants us to adjust, move, turn things.
He gave us like a big biosphere, and we're supposed to be doing lab experiments on this thing.
What?
Biosphere. Big enclosed environment.
You're bringing up something big that's smaller than the Earth.
Yeah.
You got to think of it as the Earth, not a biosphere.
The Earth is a lab experiment.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
That's what this whole big thing is for. To see what we can do.
And what have we done with it? Nothing.
Oh.
Everything.
We do crap, Ronnie.
Everything in nature happens exactly the way that the cavemen had to sit and watch. I'm tired of watching, my friend. And I want next year on Discovery Channel, I want to see a lot less lions. Shmoo, you're on Ron and Fez.
Oh, Shmoo.
Hey, guys. Hey. I can't verify this is 100% true, but I have been told that when they have to, if a dolphin gets attacked by a hungry shark, the dolphins will actually get together and ram the shark until it dies. Well, there you go. Maybe we could show them videos.
This is why a lot of people will call dolphins the hyenas of the deep. Or...
I thought it was a funny laugh.
No. Or they will sometimes call them the world's only underwater motorcycle club. Because dolphins, again, they don't know who started it. They don't ask who started. They start kicking ass and taking names.
They just finish.
And, yeah, they finish it.
Yeah, they will stick around for a fight.
Right, and they'll jackboot somebody. Not that they have legs or boots, but you get basically jack-nosing somebody.
Yeah, they'll jack-snout you.
Yeah, jack-snout you.
With that bottle nose. That bottle nose, because it's like getting hit over the head with a bottle. That's where that name comes from.
Well, I think since we're talking about the ocean, what about swordfish and sharks? I mean, swordfish, they got that sharp spear on the front of their nose. Why can't they kill the sharks? The sharks are always ganging up and killing them.
I don't know much about swordfish, I'll tell you the truth.
They got that
I don't like them.
Really pointy
By
nose.
swordfish, do you mean a marlin?
Yeah, blue marlin. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know much about them.
They get attacked a lot by sharks?
Yeah, they get attacked by sharks all the time. I mean, they're fast, just like an antelope. Like, they can swim. They're one of the fastest.
Now, do you feel like you're comparing apples with oranges?
I think they're pretty
Are
much...
antelopes with swordfish?
Or cantaloupes and oranges, basically.
I think it's, in the same boat there. We're going to...
Boat? How are you going to put one in a boat? It can't beat anything.
You're not going to put an antelope on a boat.
I think if we're going to teach the antelope, to fight against the lions, you got to help out the swordfish.
All right, go ahead, Shmoo. What was it? Oh, he's gone now.
Shmoo.
You just walked all over Shmoo.
I'm sorry, Shmoo.
What was your point now? And then we have to move on? Can't we just focus?
I'm just saying, there's other defenseless, animals out there, just like the swordfish. He's getting attacked by the shark all the time.
But you know what you remind me of? If I said, Rory, clean out the garage, and you started on your bedroom, and I go, what are you doing? He goes, I got to clean this too. You got to have some kind of plan.
Right, okay.
And now you're all over the place, and we have to focus.
So we should start with the antelopes first.
Obviously, we start with the antelopes. Hey, antelope.
Okay.
We'll get to the swordfish.
That's S. Or, blue marlin that might come earlier. If you change the name to blue marlin, we'll get them in the bees.
And the thing with the swordfish is...
Or bees. I'll come after the bees.
The swordfish is actually... It's going down the food chain. The antelope, the only thing below it is grass. That is it. That is the antelope's prey. Nice blade of grass.
That's all they eat?
Yeah. And the swordfish, it's going after smaller fish. So where do you stop the madness in the ocean? The ocean, to me, literally is too deep to get into.
I'll tell you, I mean, before we went into Iraq, I'd rather just clear out the ocean. I would kill every living thing in the ocean. And then think of it this way. And I think I could get elected president this on the thing of, imagine this summer, you go to Ocean City, Maryland, you dive in without having to worry about touching anything.
I like that.
People would vote. Because you step on something, I don't care if it's a bag in the ocean, your ass is jumping out. And I don't care who you are. You could be Jet Li, and you step on something squishy, and you scream like a girl, and you start jumping. Jet Li would do that.
To me, I've never understood politics. It seems like the easiest thing in the world. If a politician would just come out with a great idea, such as pave the ocean.
Well, you pave the beaches right up to the ocean, so it honestly becomes a huge pool.
Then you have that idea, man. I don't see how that person doesn't get elected.
Are you saying paved onto the water under the ocean?
I would pave as far as we could.
How far out?
Couple miles.
All right, who's going out a mile and actually touching the bottom? You literally could probably pave, even taking the tides in, 500-600 yards. What would that cost? Nothing.
Oh, it's cheap. We pave things all the time.
If we build I-95 from Maine to Florida, you could pave the swimming part of the ocean.
We pave every bit of land. But if a politician would come up with this idea, if a politician, guy running for president, John Kerry, tomorrow goes, if I'm elected in 2004, we will invade Mars. Not explore Mars.
Right.
Not send a probe to Mars. Not send a satellite to map Mars. We will invade Mars. I guarantee you he wins in a landslide. Because people want Mars.
I would love to have it.
And that's just one idea.
Sure.
That's just foreign policy. You come up with ideas for oceans, getting rid of lions, teaching the antelopes. You put it all together in a nice package. Nice platform. That guy's getting elected. You mentioned the word jetpacks. And people are going to be lined up down the street to vote for you.
I'm lost here. You're going to put a jetpack on an antelope?
No, I would not put a jetpack on an antelope. Unless we, think they could help with the lions.
You know where I'd like to see a jetpack is in football.
That would be cool. On punt returns?
Well, punt returns and also passes where you give it to obviously you're not going to give them to everybody, but you give them to the wide receivers and the defensive backs.
That adds a whole new dimension.
Third dimension.
You might as well run for office, because you got my vote, my friend.
Yeah, but I got to pass. Fezzi, we got to take a break here. I think some Hooters girls are stopping in tonight.
Yeah, we're getting some Hooters stopping by, bringing food. I think the girls are coming by.
It's the 20th anniversary of Hooters. Their 20th birthday is coming up, which is kind of interesting, which means now most of the Hooters girls weren't born when Hooters started.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So they just have to learn from some of the 30-year-old retirees.
From some of the historical figures like Lynn Austin. We'll take a break. We're right back. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
It's the Ron and Fez Show, live on 106.7 WJFK, live on a Wednesday.
Fez, I walk out in the other room, and Cigar Sid says to me, what was that last break all about? I don't know.
He doesn't understand the animal kingdom the way we do. We're scientists first, broadcasters second.
Let me ask you this, Fez. If you could get rid of one animal, maybe we'll even set this up as a contest. If somehow we would put the power of not just the United States, but the United Nations Armed Forces together and decide to kill any animal, anything in the sea, any fish, any insect, what would you kill first?
Pigeons.
Pigeons before sharks.
Pigeons before sharks. I don't have a lot of day-to-day interaction with sharks, so I think I could probably get along with them. If we're both keeping our distance, me on land, them in the ocean.
You don't swim, do you?
No. Never learned. I weighed an awful lot. Oh, wait a minute. That sounds bad.
Isolate that.
Isolate that.
I weighed an awful lot. You'll be hearing that right after,
Tell me about it, Stuart.
I weighed an awful lot.
Tell me about it, Stuart.
But I would get rid of pigeons. I hate pigeons.
But they don't hurt
people, do they?
They're disgusting. They crap all over everything, and they carry a lot of disease.
They spread disease?
They spread disease in their mangy feathers and in all their dirty droppings that they leave everywhere.
All right, now you're freaking me out because they're flying over my head all the time. All right, if we like your answer, you go into the big-ass prize closet. 866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. What would you destroy if you had the opportunity?
You get rid of one animal.
And remember, it can only be one.
Yeah, you get one shot at this.
Do people die from pigeons?
They can get so sick, yeah. I bet they carry that West Nile. They carry that West Nile around.
It's mosquitoes that carry it around, not pigeons.
The pigeons get infected from the mosquitoes.
Then I blame the mosquitoes first and say kill all mosquitoes. All right, let me ask you this. Do you think more people die from sharks or pigeons on any given year?
Pigeons. Pigeons and pigeon-related diseases.
Oh, obviously. I'm just going to give the droppings, which you're now seeing more as a bomb. Yeah, the droppings are part of it, where no one actually dies from a shark dropping, at least as far as I know, as far as my research shows.
Shark gets total biting.
Yeah.
Pigeons will get you many diseased ways.
All right, so if we like your answer, 866-277-4969, we will send you into the big-ass prize closet. We got some great stuff tonight. We've got Hooters lunches, Fez.
That's right, lunch from Hooters, lunch for two. Hooters is celebrating their 20th anniversary with a party so big it lasts all year long. Go to Hooters, get 20% off food and merchandise all day on the 20th of every month. Hooters, still winging it after all these years. Clever.
As we're setting this contest up, let's bring in the girls. We have Tiffany and Lindsay,
our Hooters buddies.
Our Hooters gals telling us about the big party they're putting on for Easter, Fez. And I'm going. I'm going to the big Hooters Easter party.
That's how you spend just about every Easter.
I try to. Yeah.
Here come Tiffany and Lindsay. I can hear them.
Tiffany and Lindsay are here.
Hi, girls.
How you doing, ladies?
Hi, guys.
Say hi. That's Faz over there.
I'm Faz.
Hi, Faz.
Which one's Tiffany? Which one's Lindsay?
I'm Tiffany.
Obviously.
That must make you Lindsay.
Girlfriend Lindsay. Yes.
I like when they call each other girlfriends.
That is my girlfriend.
Tell us what's going on at Hooters.
Well, sis, we're having our 20th anniversary. Hanging out on the 20th? This Sunday, Easter, and we're going to have a moon bounce. Please join us. Yeah, and I'm going to be dressing up as an Easter bunny.
We're all going to be dressing up as Easter bunnies. We're going to be having a moon bounce.
Yep.
You got a moon bounce at the Hooters?
Around. Moon bounces everywhere.
Let me ask you, did Billy make you be this energetic when you came in here? Did he tell you to be
It
energetic?
just came naturally.
Oh, okay.
We're Hooterific all the time.
We're Hooterific 24/7.
Is that right?
Yes.
He didn't tell you to come in and start screaming moon bounce.
No.
Okay.
I thought of moon bounce.
When you saw Billy, did you think of moon bounce?
Stop, be nice. Go ahead, ladies.
He's the big guy.
All right, why Easter? Why Hooters and Easter?
Well, because Easter falls on the 20th, and that's our anniversary, because Hooters has been open for 20 years.
20 long years.
Mm-hmm.
All right, quick.
I hope you hide wings.
All right, quick trivia question. Who was the first Hooters girl?
Lynn Austin.
That's true.
So, Lindsay.
Who was second?
Me.
Yeah. It's
BL.
Yeah, no one ever remembers BL. No one ever remembers who came in second.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Hey, is Hooters doing some kind of party too out in Vegas? All the original guys
There's
get together?
always got parties going on.
Yeah.
You got the 20th anniversary swimsuit pageant going on there, right? With 100 Hooters girls in Vegas?
Yes, actually, every year we have a regional contest between all the girls, and whoever wins those goes on to the Vegas contest, and that's the big one. And since it's our 20th anniversary, they're having like a big thing where they're inviting all their
Vegas, baby.
favorite customers.
Lindsay's going to be on it because she's hot.
Yes.
I try to do the contest every year.
She is, though.
Is the moon bounce your talent competition?
More or less.
Either that or the hula hoop.
Whatever works quicker.
So that's the Hooters 20th anniversary swimsuit pageant in Vegas,
And
baby.
everybody better come.
July 8th
We need you.
It's going to be at the Paris Resort and Casino. Everyone is invited.
Yeah.
1-888-PARTY-20 or visit Hooters.com and you can reserve your spot in Vegas.
Cool.
All right, we thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.
Next time, come back with some energy.
And
If you could just get over that shyness.
You can do whatever you want, darling.
There's one more thing I wanted to add.
Yeah.
We're also having a Cinco de Mayo party, so come out. We're having a patio party.
When is that?
Come visit us. We need you
The 5th
guys.
of May.
Oh, all right.
I don't.
I'm a college student,
I
too.
do not understand Espanol.
No habla.
It's going to be cool because we're going to have like a raw bar set up out on the patio and all kinds of cool stuff, so come out for that, too.
Sounds like fun.
Tiffany, you want to scream one more time before we? Yeah, there she goes.
I love you guys.
What? Why? It's not a rock concert, honey. We're just talking.
But I love you anyway.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're hot.
All right, thank you very much.
Stop right here.
Oh, gosh.
That's where it's happening.
Coming
Right on
through.
the radio
Yeah.
station.
You are hot stuff.
Thank you very much, ladies. Very nice. Good job. We'll see you again.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Tiffany. Thank you,
That's good.
Lindsay.
You guys are leaving with Fred Durst, right?
Naturally.
Yeah. Is that your boyfriend? Does he have a Fred Durst look, or am I wrong?
That's funny because he always gets that.
Yeah.
Everybody always tells him that.
Yeah.
But that's a compliment.
It sure is.
Guys.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We love you too. Bye-bye.
And thank Billy for setting you out.
She's perky.
She is.
We want you to come. Come on. Please.
Eat the rock. You can eat. Eat the.
I've never seen someone so happy about the Lord rising.
Right.
Really into it. Really big into resurrection. Over at Hooters.
I wish she was there for him. 2003 years ago. Is that what that was? 2003 years ago? You never understand.
No, it would be 2003 minus 33. So, 1,970 ago. Because he died when he was... If he was born in
1907.
If he was born at 0,
Yeah.
so he would have died 33 years later.
I see.
So that would be 1970 years ago.
I think we should... I think that we should just start it then, after he died. That seems like the beginning to me, not when he was born.
Start 0?
Yeah, 0 would have been the day after Easter. So Easter falls on New Year's Eve every year.
Wow. We dropped the egg.
No, I guess you would have... I guess you'd have Good Friday, New Year's Eve, Easter, and all the bowl games.
Good Friday would be prehistoric time. The first Good Friday would be before 0. 2 days before 0.
Well, it's not prehistoric if it's before Christ, is it?
I don't know. It's
there's
BC.
still history. It's still history. It doesn't make it prehistoric.
What is the difference between prehistoric and historic?
Historic is once we had history, once we had the written and spoken word.
Oh, once we started keeping track.
Yeah, once we...
Okay.
Yeah. And, you know, like the Greeks weren't prehistoric. The Spartans...
Just slow.
Moses wasn't prehistoric. We think he's riding around on a dinosaur's head like Bedrock?
Twitch. Okay.
I notice we're picking apart everything we say tonight. You notice that?
We're overanalyzing things? Or just really at each other?
What do you mean overanalyze?
See, that's what I mean.
Why not just analyzing? Why is it overanalyzing?
Well, you can analyze stuff. They have to be analyzed. They have to be looked at.
Obviously. Once you
But you can look at something too much.
I feel like I've overanalyzed you then. I've been looking at you too much. We've been together for almost 3 years. All right, we're going to...
We've been together for a long time.
Oh, please. I thought it just felt that way. Are you ready to play this contest?
Yes, you get one creature, one animal to get off of this stinking earth. You can eradicate one animal. We like your answer. You go to the big-ass prize closet.
Now, I picked sharks, and Fez went with pigeons.
I went with pigeons. I hate a pigeon.
Just because you hate it doesn't mean get rid of it. I mean, we have things that actually kill humans out there.
I don't think a pigeon puts in any positive purpose on the planet Earth. I can't think of a good thing a pigeon does.
Fountains?
No, they crap on the fountains.
What about a carrier pigeon? They helped us out, you know, carrying notes and stuff like that to everyone.
Oh, last boy to get a computer? We have those now.
Literally. Does anyone need a carrier pigeon now except for Mike Tyson?
Yeah, you know who wants the carrier pigeon? The guy who can't build the fire first smoke signals. We have ways of communicating now.
Why you get yelling at him for him? Why can't you explain to him and then he'll know? But you treat him like he's stupid.
He is stupid, and he's always looking for flaws in my plans. 866-277-4969. DC local lines 202-432-1067.
All right, before we start this, isn't the Holy Spirit kind of represented as a pigeon?
The Holy Spirit was represented by a dove.
I want to tell you what, if I put one dove here, the pigeon next to it, you wouldn't be able to pick them apart. A dove is just a nice way of saying pigeon.
Doves are beautiful. Pigeons are hideous.
They literally look the same.
I got a big problem with pigeons.
I bet you couldn't tell the difference between a dove and a pigeon.
Oh, I could tell.
And I bet in your haste to kill every pigeon in the world, you'd end up killing the Holy Spirit. And then where would we be?
He's just represented by a dove. He's not really flying around as a dove now.
Really?
That was just the one time at the baptism.
Well, I thought it was all the time.
They draw pictures of doves to represent him.
They're not photographs?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, well, let's start this first. We've bitched enough tonight. 866-277-4969. If we like your answer, off the Hooters for lunch, is that it?
That's right.
I hope I get Tiffany and Lindsay when I go there.
They're wonderful.
Yeah, they're really nice girls. Here is Nelson. You're on Ron and Fez.
Nelson, what you got?
Yeah, I'm going to say these camel cricket things. They look like spiders, but they're actually crickets. They're like a combination of the two. And they're annoying, and they like basements, because I rent a basement apartment. They're everywhere.
I've never seen one. Have you, Fez?
No, I've never heard of a camel cricket, and they're chirping like a regular cricket?
That's the thing about them, is they don't chirp. They sneak on you. They sneak up on you.
I've got to kill a real bothersome cricket than one of these.
Yeah, one that's making a noise.
Well, you got to wait until you see it, and then you understand.
All right, but if one has never ran across me in my life, why would it bother me?
I'm pretty sure other people.
I mean, it'd be like saying Bigfoot. Kill him. He doesn't bother anybody.
Let's get rid of all the abominable snowmen.
Rory, it's up to you. Don't let me take you one side or the other.
The one problem with crickets is their chirp. And if they're not chirping, then no, they're fine.
All right, thank you very much. I'm sorry, my friend.
And if you're going to get rid of a bug, I get rid of all the chiggers.
White people are so scared of black people.
I said the chiggers.
Why can't you call them African Americans?
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about chiggers.
White people are so scared of black people.
You're racist.
Dirty chiggers, they're nothing but a pest, and they shouldn't be on the planet Earth.
We wouldn't say it in front of them.
Oh, I say it to a chigger.
Oh, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, hi, how are you? It's nice to meet you. Here's Kevin. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez?
Hey.
Hello, Kevin.
Hey, I get rid of tapeworm.
Billy told me to get one.
Any animal that lives near a intestine that comes out the back door to lay eggs while you're sleeping, that's not right.
That's the one diet plan Billy hasn't tried.
He actually digests it.
He ate a tapeworm.
They're his friends. He keeps them in there.
There's nothing filthier than a tapeworm. I didn't know that it would come out your bung and lay eggs on your bed, though.
Oh, yeah, I learned it. Yeah.
I thought that once a tapeworm got inside you, it just set up residence there, like in your intestines.
Whenever you see a really thin person, don't you think tapeworm?
Yeah, first thing you think of. And I wonder when the last time someone got infected with a tapeworm. Is that like an old-fashioned thing, or is that still happening today?
No, Brian McHale.
All the time.
Kevin McHale.
Kevin McHale with the Celtics.
From the Celtics had a tapeworm. What do you think, Roy, tapeworm?
I don't think it's all that common. I'm sorry, Dad.
All right.
Oh.
All right. They don't have to be common to want to destroy. I'll kill the person who has a tapeworm. For me, they're polluted.
That's the people to get rid of. That's the creatures you want to lose.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez? Hey, Matt.
What's up, buddy? Now, the only reason I'm picking this animal is because if Staples was an animal, this would be him. And that's a lazy three-toed sloth.
He's
Count Billy's toes.
He's 10 toes.
And that would be, if you want to get rid of Billy, that's getting rid of all the ducks.
All right, see you later. You're not in, right?
No, sorry, Dad.
This is a silly answer.
Yeah.
It's silly. We're not going to actually go...
It's all fun to poke the sloth, sure. But it's not going to get you to the big-ass prize closet.
Jimmy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Man, I want to get rid of these useless, ugly-ass blackbirds that do nothing but rip my trash all over the street.
I can hear them chirping in the background.
Yes.
They get into your trash? Hey, have you ever seen...
They take the lids off the can, get the trash all over the place.
I had a house once that had this, like, little... I don't know what it was, like little berries on the tree, right? Once a year, the blackbirds would come through, eat these berries, get so drunk that they would be flying into the house, into cars. It would be all over our neighborhood, and you would just see them drunk off their ass, and it would happen every spring. This was in Florida.
I know, it sounds funny enough, but what a mess. And I think it's those mulberry trees do that.
I don't know what kind it was, but it used to freak me out.
And I bet they stain the hell out of your stuff, too.
Yeah, they do. And I tell you, I hate a blackbird myself.
I can't stand them. I like to go out back with the damn BB gun, but somebody called the cops on them.
Is that right? You can't kill them?
Hell no.
You can't kill nothing anymore.
Damn liberal people.
What do you think, Roy?
Yeah, I'm going to send you into the prize closet.
Really? Blackbird did it for you?
Yeah, it definitely does it for
Out of
me.
everything on the planet.
Blackbird sing.
Go ahead.
I don't know the words. All I know is Blackbird sing.
That's all you know?
Yeah, for the
Blackbird sing in the dead of night.
Blackbird sing in the dead.
You honestly think that's a Kevin Spacey song?
No, that's
a Beatles song.
I know what I remember it.
You
from
can only
Kevin Spacey singing it on Letterman.
You only go back to 97. That's as far as your memory.
You're overanalyzing me.
I'm just analyzing. I've never heard anyone in their life, first of all, not be able to sing that song, and second of all,
I choked on the word.
The great Kevin Spacey came up with a beautiful song, Blackbird.
Do we still have that from Letterman?
Yeah, we do.
Why wouldn't we ever play it? Go ahead, run and get it. All right, you're going to win, Jim.
All right, you're going to the big-ass prize closet. All right, big-ass prize closet. Lunch for two at Hooters for saying bye-bye, Birdie.
Oh, I just cut him off. Call back in, Jim.
Or just show up at Hooters and try to convince them.
It's suddenly like a little dark. That's funny. I swear to God. I said Blackbird. Tiffany and Lindsay were there.
Ask them. They'll tell you.
I was literally going to let them stay and judge a contest, but they were so whacked and over the top.
They were obsessed with the moon bounce.
She was so scary. I mean, cute as a button, but just screaming and jumping. And I'm like, you know, I want to be nice, but you can't be that over the top, honey.
We can't maintain. Not at that level.
And just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Cute, but just a little over the top. All right, call back in, bro. I'm sorry I cut you off. A little dark in this corner. I couldn't see the difference.
Need some light over there.
We'll take a break. You want to play your song?
Maybe we'll come back with it.
Well, that'll be great. In the meantime, listen for me eating. It's Around the Fez.
The great Kevin Spacey classic. We're out of Fez.
I don't know what's gotten into you tonight, Fuzzy.
I'm loopy.
You're loopy tonight. You really are.
And we're sending people to the big-ass prize closet tonight. Talking about what animal would you like to get rid of if you could just pick one and erase it from the face of the earth?
Destroy it. Here's Matt. You're on Fez.
Hey, Matt.
Matt going? Sorry, Matt. You get nothing. Mark, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Hey, my buddy.
5201.
Hooah.
Hey, I want to get rid of the tick.
I don't like a tick either, man. I gotta tell you the truth.
A tick is awful. It'll burrow. It'll dig under the skin.
Have you guys ever tried to pull one out of somebody?
Yeah, and they just hang on like for dear life.
Yeah.
And they're filthy, and then they all filled up with blood.
Yeah, they're disgusting. They carry that Lyme disease. And plus that awful show that was on Fox.
Yeah, I didn't like the tick.
Yeah, with Putty from Seinfeld.
I'm just gonna pick you now. Roy, what do you think of tick?
I'm going to have to send him to the prize closet.
Yeah, buddy!
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a tick, especially when you can't kill them. You have to burn them. You can't kill them. You can't squish them with like a shoe or a book or something like that.
You ever pull one off your dog before and how fat they get?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Ugh.
I love the
really
blood.
Disgusting.
There's the winning cowbell. You go to the big-ass prize closet.
But just tell me this.
He's as loud as that Tiffany.
Who wrote Hey Jude?
Who wrote Hey Jude? Paul McCartney wrote Hey Jude.
I thought for sure you were going to say Kevin Spacey.
I'm sure he did it.
Gary, you're on Fez?
Ron Fez. Love you guys. First time caller.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I would say bees.
You want to get rid of bees?
Yeah.
Why bees?
Anytime you're out, like, having a cookout, drinking beer or whatever, there's always bees flying around everywhere.
The only big difference there is a bee actually does something good, right?
Yeah, bee will pollinate the flowers and make the honey.
No, I was talking about sting people. Yeah, they do important things, right? I don't like, let's say, a tick that does nothing.
A tick is just a bloodsucker. It's a bloodsucker proxy.
I'm so glad you said blood, because I thought something else was going to dump out. Rory?
No, I'm sorry, man. I like honey too much.
You eat a lot of honey?
Yeah.
With what?
Like a Pooh Bear.
Like, put it on your waffles or your...
There's a new thing called syrup. Maybe you like to get some for yourself.
I like syrup, too, but sometimes honey just really does well.
It's too sticky.
Well, that's why you need to warm it up, so it's nice. It's like hot honey.
I've actually done this. I put honey on top of honeycomb cereal.
How was that?
Very honeyish. Sometimes I stop and think, this may be a little bit too much honey. But I'll do it.
No adults have never said that before. I'm worried I'm taking too much honey. You're calling one of those dial-a nurse places.
Can you eat too much honey? Can you OD on honey?
You can eat too much of anything. You can eat too much of anything. You can eat too much water and die. You're like some kind of a crazy hose-sucking water boy. Obviously.
Are your cells filled with the H2O till they explode and you drown in your own waters?
Eric, you're on the fence.
Hi, Eric.
Hi. How you guys doing?
Good. What can we do for you?
Sick.
I think it's got to be gnats.
I hate a gnat, too.
They serve no purpose whatsoever. They do nothing, and then they get in your eyes, and I have them in my nose.
They're not even close enough to swat. They're too small. Yeah. If you swat, like, they just move with all the air. Like, the air actually pushes them away.
That's their defense mechanism. I
don't even like the way they're spelled.
Exactly. What's with the G?
Silent G? What the hell is this?
Remember when I got the gnat in my eye and you had to take me in the bathroom because I was freaking out?
That was actually a rat that got in your eye.
A rat? G-R-A-T.
And the only rat I really like is the great 80s band, Round and Round, Rat. That rat. What do you think?
I'm sorry, man.
Gnats don't make your list.
No, they're bad, but not that bad.
You're gnatless.
They're so small. And that's your way of describing it. They're bad, but not that bad.
I know one thing. I like giving away prizes and Trish the Big Ass Prize sponsor, but this conversation has me itching.
Yeah, me too.
I am just digging into my flesh. Close that window.
What if these were just around your nads?
Been there. No fun.
Didn't you tell me that Billy's all covered in some kind of scabies and you tried to put your blanket on last night?
What happened was Billy's watching a movie in my room and he gets all cold because I have to have freezer conditions in order to survive.
I killed the gnats.
And Billy was talking about, I need a blanket. And I screamed, I'm not going to let you use any of my blankets. And then he yelled at me, I'm not covered with mites and scabies, you know. And that's the sound I heard. And I said, if you're not, why do I hear that sound? So I wouldn't give him a blanket. So he actually took like a bath towel and put that on himself.
Like an Arab. Hey, Tiffany, you're on a Fez.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Is this the Tiffany that was just here yelling from Hooters?
No, not quite that wild. I would like to get rid of some mice. Some useless mice.
You hate Mises to pieces?
Yeah, they don't really serve any purpose, and they're disgusting.
Have you had a bad experience with a mouse?
Actually, not this past year, but the year before. That we live in a townhome, and the people next door had vacated and not been there for about half a year. And I think the mice took over their house, and somehow
city mice.
They can get in any way. We closed off everything, and we still had mice everywhere.
Why don't you try cleaning your home?
Yeah.
Hey,
ever done a sweeper?
You ever do this? You ever go to a cottage and then you look up? And in the cupboard after our winter, there's little mouse turds up where the food goes.
Yeah. It's
be like, I'll be dining out, you filthy bastards.
It was gross. Every morning you'd wake up and there'd be a little trail. No matter, we had everything put away and everything.
You people must live filthy. What is that? I know.
Just a big hole right through the whole way through the loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Hey, and why do we ever get into acting like they're adorable in cartoons?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fievel, great.
Poisonous scumbags, and yet we act like they're somehow cuddly. In real life, try to cuddle one of those bastards.
Oh, they'll bite your face off.
They'll bite a baby's face.
They will.
In the ghetto. They bite babies' faces in the ghetto.
And they have diseases.
Who does?
The mice.
Oh, they my babies. They're cute.
A diaper rash.
Yeah.
Colic.
Scurvy. Babies? Oh, no, it's mice?
Mice, Roy.
Tiffany, I'm going to send you to the prize closet.
Really?
All right, thanks.
You'd kill every mouse.
Yes, I would. They are very dirty, and they don't serve any purpose. I mean, what do they eat? Cheese? So what? It's not like they're getting rid of cheese. We like cheese, too.
How many cartoons have you watched that you think mice only eat cheese?
What else do they eat?
Crackers.
I mean, if you ever put out a mouse trap, you just put cheese there. No one ever puts a piece of ham thinking they're going to catch you mice. What else do they eat?
Mice will get into, like, if you were a farmer and you had mice out in your barn or something, they get into your grain and stuff.
Yeah, it's a grain.
They get ingrained. And we need our grains.
Why?
We need breads and...
Not according to Dr. Atkins. You ask Dr. Atkins if we need any of that.
Dr. Atkins isn't talking to anybody since he slipped on the ice.
How's he feeling anyway?
He asked for a burger. No bun.
He's getting better. Julie, you're on Mount Fez.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Hi, Julie.
First-time caller.
Oh, thank you, darling. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. What about an armadillo?
You hate them?
I don't know what purpose they serve. What does an armadillo do?
Basically, they're speed bumps. I tell you, I
taught us how to make tanks.
Have you ever seen one, Fez? There's some ugly bastards, their face and their claws.
They're really a combination of reptile, rodent, and everything else, because they're all scaly and everything on top, and they're all furry underneath.
They're mammals, right?
They've got all the animals, bad animals.
You think they're part reptile?
With those scales?
Yeah,
and they're egg layers.
That thing, are they really? No, they're not.
I think they're egg layers.
Only the duck-billed platypus is the only mammal that lays an egg.
That thing looks so much like a turtle, I bet it's dropping eggs.
Bet a nickel. No, they don't drop eggs, do they?
No, I think you're right about that. That duck-billed platypus is the only thing.
And I'll tell you this, I don't like an armadillo. I don't spend much time in Texas. I've seen plenty of them in Florida, and they're scumbaggy. And I'll tell you something else. Be outside at night and watch one of them come out of a bush, and you'll jump like an F.
They'll hiss.
Do they hiss?
Yeah, they'll put their fangs out at you.
Believe me, I've never been close enough. I turn around and booked.
They're horrible creatures. Horrible.
What do you got for us? What is it?
I actually have a great armadillo story.
Go ahead and tell us.
My dad was a mortician, and when we went to Florida, he took two that were on the side of the road, and he embalmed them and made lamps out of them. And he had it in the garage. He had armadillo lamps.
Your dad sounds more like Morticia from the Addams Family.
You still have them?
No, absolutely not.
That never happened. Rory, armadillos?
I'm sorry. I mean, armadillos are they're ugly, ugly beasts, but they do eat insects.
Oh, do they?
They eat insects. That's one of their big things. They eat insects.
And they make great lamps.
How do they get so big just eating insects? I never understand that.
They got some big like beetles and down in Texas and stuff.
Not big enough to get fat on.
Well,
you get on a beetle diet yourself. You'll be fit as hell. I'm sorry, honey. Rory said no to you. Here's Kirk. Hey, Kirk. Kirk, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, okay. I got one for you. Pandas, man.
I hate a panda.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. First of all, you don't hear about them unless they've attacked a kid at the National Zoo or they're mating again. And even then, can't even do that right. So, here you go. I got this for science class one year. Got an A on this. All right. Pandas can only eat one kind of food. They can only eat bamboo, which every 7 years goes into a huge natural die-off. So they all starve to death out in the mountains of Beijing somewhere. They're like the Dick Cheney of Beijing. They can't do anything. We all end up worrying what their health is like.
Yeah, why can't they eat anything but bamboo?
I don't know. They just screwed up like that. Mother Nature missed a, step in evolution, I guess.
They're really prima donnas of the world, of the nature world. We treat them like royalty. A couple of pandas show up in this country, we turn out to meet them on a red carpet.
Damn right.
And I'll tell you something else. People are like, we're running out of pandas. We don't have enough pandas. Imagine if you had as many pandas as you did armadillos and they were running out in front of cars. You wouldn't have to like them.
Yeah, no, it'd be a lot interesting to see the cleanups in the morning, man.
What do you think, Roy? Pandas?
I'm sorry, man. The pandas, there's only a couple out there.
Ling?
Yeah, I mean, you could kill them easily. So if you
Lisa Ling.
Then let's do it. But if we're going to talk about it, let's kill those bastards.
You got to kill something that there's a lot of it. If you're going to really put a lot of it.
Since when? Why do we got to start with a hard thing? If we kill pandas quickly, then maybe the other animals will know that we mean business.
We get rid of those last two pandas on the earth, and people realize, you know what? We're getting along pretty okay without the pandas.
You know what? That's a good point. But we keep hearing about extinct animals. Name one extinct animal anybody misses.
that we just don't have? Other than dinosaurs, yeah, people would like to see them.
Well, obviously, but we had nothing to do with that.
But ones that we actually got rid of, dodo birds.
We got nothing but birds. Who cares whether we have one more? I don't like half the ones we have. Half, what am I saying? 85% of the birds I can't stand.
Birds are awful. What do you say, Roy?
I'm still going to say no because they're big and cuddly and they're soft. And they're good for kids.
I'll give you $100 to go cuddle one. And that thing would crush you.
Yeah, but they're good for kids. I mean, when I was growing up, I had a little panda bear, and it made me very happy.
Right. We're not saying we're going to kill stuffed animals. We're saying the real things.
Right, but
the fact you're jacking on a panda bear doll means nothing to me.
Rory's dad, the judge, in his den has stuffed animal heads mounted on them from toys. Actual stuffed animal, like a Pooh Bear, a Mickey Mouse.
That's kind of cute. Sorry, my man.
All right.
I agreed with you 100%. Nick, you're on Manifest.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Nothing, just hanging out tonight.
All right, cool. I'm going to have to go with deer. Anybody in the D.C. area knows
I hate a deer.
Too many damn deer.
I hate an effing deer.
And you mentioned ticks earlier. Where do the ticks come from?
Yeah.
Deer.
A deer is like a tick bus where they all hop on it together. It's like the tick metro.
Taking a field trip from an actual field.
Wait a minute, Billy's got a great deer story.
Oh, what'd your dad make out of a deer? An ottoman?
No, he did. He came home with one on the roof of the car once, though, and we had to
Did he know it was there?
That was your mom.
Your antler.
No, my mom is not as big as a deer. She's petite.
That's pronounced petite. I don't know if I got that on.
I don't know. Someone will have to tell me.
Yeah, that's somebody else. Sorry, my man. Oh, what, deer?
You know what? Actually, I am going to put him in the prize closet for a deer because a deer. He's right. It is. It's a tick bus. And all they do is they eat flowers. I mean, they eat your flowers. They trample through your lawn, and the whole town's overrun with deer.
Billy just gave me a thing of extinct animals, and gorillas on here. And a jaguar is on here.
There's a Komodo dragon on there.
Komodo dragon,
that
a leopard.
Just tried to eat Sharon Stone's husband last year.
And unfortunately, that's the one animal I want to save until it's done its work.
Look at this one. The monkey-eating eagle. This I gotta see. Book this act.
Wait a minute. Wasn't that an Ang Lee film, Monkey-Eating Eagle? None of this stuff is right. It's sea otter. They're sea otters. And it just says pygmies.
Pygmies are extinct.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's pygmy hippopotamus. It's on two different lines.
Oh, those are still around.
This is bald eagle.
Chimpanzee is on there. We got nothing but chimps.
All right, Billy. I'm glad that you're on the internet, but read over it before you come running in here and hand us BS. What is he doing? Get back in here, Billy.
It's extinct.
None of these things are extinct.
It's extinct. I think panda's on there. We were just talking about it. Here's Billy.
Yeah, those are very much, extinct.
The bald eagle is not extinct, my friend.
I think there's under a half a dozen left.
There's tons of bald eagles.
You've got elephants and lions on this list.
A tiger. It just says tiger.
Well, they don't have a good future. So these are like extinct now and extinct in a couple of years. Come on, the way tigers are dying in zoos and stuff.
What are you talking about? Every zoo has a tiger. Go to the zoo in Indianapolis. They got 5 tigers.
Yeah, and they're all in captivity. Animals don't live long in captivity.
Says who?
Me.
Those gorillas last forever.
Gorillas don't have a long lifespan. They get very depressed
60 years.
I was behind bars. I was depressed.
I was depressed when you went out. Look at this.
This is something he wrote up for a 6th grade report.
It's a fin whale, Florida manatee. Why don't you just write down the animals that you weigh more than?
No, that's not fair. Manatees are in water. They weigh less in water.
Grizzly bear he has. There's nothing but grizzly bears out there. Jaguar.
There's plenty of those things.
Not the cars, the actual jaguar.
No, there's jaguars everywhere.
There's pelican on there.
Oh, yeah, those are definitely almost gone. Pelicans, they're definitely in trouble with the big bulbous snoot.
Yeah, I'm looking at one.
It's a gullet, not a snoot.
Well, the under part of the gullet. of the snoot. It's the gullet. It's the big bulbous pouch.
That's what Ronnie just told you.
Yes, and I'm agreeing. We just called it different things.
And speaking of gullets, when are you going to start shaving yours again?
As soon as my pus sack heals.
You ever see the Star Wars Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones? Remember Watto, who held little Anakin as a slave? Yeah. Billy has the exact same chin and beard.
Well, I had a scab on my pus sack. So
he also has pigeons down here as being extinct.
Look around. Pigeons are not as plentiful as they used to be.
That doesn't mean extinct. And parrot. Parrot is on his list.
Well, yeah, everyone domesticates them. There's no wild.
Where did you get this from? Fakeinfo.com? Where did you get it from?
I think he got it from his coloring book at the diner that they hand out for the kids to play with.
And what were Fez and I supposed to do with this misinformation?
When's the last time you saw a monkey eating eagle?
I'm telling you, unless it's something is 100%, it's useless to us.
Well, again,
we have bald eagle, and there's plenty of them.
Well, haven't they been extinct?
Haven't they been extinct? Yes, we brought them back from extinction through some Jurassic Park down in Hawaii somewhere.
No, there was this whole thing years ago about the bald eagle.
Yes, and we got them back.
Now, if it's extinct, you can't bring it back.
They never, but I'm saying there was fewer, and now there's more. There was a problem with alligators, and now look how many of them there are.
Now they're in every pool every summer in Florida.
Is alligator on there?
Yeah.
Yes. This is a list of misinformation that you've given us.
I guarantee you in a few years, every animal on that list is gone.
I look at this thing.
Then let me write your name to it. Let me squeeze in Billy right in between bald eagle and buffalo.
All right. Bison, blue whale, crackers. This is your grocery list, isn't it, Billy? Billy, you can't go on like this, bro. I mean, it's always fun to stop the show and laugh at you, but you can't come running in here with a list that doesn't make any sense.
This is producing. This is giving you information to be able to, to add.
There's not a show in America that wouldn't fire you for drunkenly running this into the room while we're doing a show. Quite a bit that I think was going pretty damn good.
It's nothing to do with being drunk.
What? English.
It has nothing to do with being drunk.
I'm looking at this list, Ronnie. What is that word right there? The list of extinct animals.
All right, I can't say it from... Hold on, pass it over.
It's chicken.
You said chicken.
We just finished up plates of wings. And chicken.
You're proving my point.
And chicken is on your list of extinct animals.
Seriously, Billy, apologize now.
Right.
For handing us a list of extinct animals and the word chicken is
the only reason.
I'm not lying.
The only reason we still have chickens is because they're bioengineered for food. The basic everyday chicken has died.
What everyday chicken?
The normal everyday chicken. The chickens we have now are like bioengineered just to produce eggs and meat. You know, we don't. This is not a free running chicken.
Go to any Puerto Rican's house. There's chickens in the backyard.
Free range.
You watch the way we eat chicken. The way we eat chicken, they'll be gone.
Then
put humans, and someday we'll all be dead.
With that theory, put pizza on your list the way you eat it. Pizza will be extinct in the next 10 years.
What you have for lunch today?
A Big Mac.
How many Valiant today?
None.
Xanax, I'm sorry.
One.
That's all?
Yeah.
So you got saving up 3 for tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be a party.
You got to get those in before midnight. Remember your doctor?
Yeah, I was just very busy and I didn't remember to take them, and I was driving, so I was trying to be careful.
Oh, so you know you're high from these?
No, I read the bottle.
Yeah.
No, it says do not drive or operate heavy machinery. So I do neither.
So you stay off that forklift?
Oh, yeah. I haven't operated one in years. Yeah, and it says that.
That was how he was eating his lunch with a forklift.
I follow all the rules.
You need another forklift?
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back. It's a Ron Fez Show.